There's some interesting footage that we're going to be looking at here. Now, of course, there was at least, and there still continues to be in retrospect, whether or not the Bernie or bust movement was a good thing. And at the Young Turks, there is a difference of opinion among one person, and that's Jimmy Dore. So it essentially became Jimmy Dore versus everyone because Jimmy Dore had an opposing opinion to Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian. And there's some footage here of Anna Kasparian because I guess someone asked them a question, maybe through Super Chat, although I'm not 100% sure, about Jimmy Dore and his opinion on, basically it's okay for Trump to get elected or whatever. Check that out.
Stabby666 says on YouTube Super Chat, are TYT ever going to address Jimmy Dore still defending Russia and blaming Clinton and Obama for everything after 2 years? Look, we have difference of opinion. It's okay.
Massive differences in opinion.
That's okay.
Let me just be clear about that.
That's okay.
No. If Trump gets elected, it's okay. He's going to be a disaster, and we're going to have a revolution. And then as soon as he gets elected, stop talking about Trump so much. You talk about Trump. That's all you talk about. You're obsessed with Trump. First of all, President of the United States, yeah, we're going to talk about Donald Trump, okay? Get off my balls. If you don't like it, then go host your own show.
So this is something that's interesting, and I want to know your guys' thoughts down below. But I'm a little bit on the middle on this. So Cenk was more in the boat of I'm gonna vote for Hillary Clinton no matter what state I'm in. Whereas Kyle Klinsky, I don't think voted for Hillary Clinton. I think he voted for someone else because he's in New York. But Cenk is in California and he still voted for Hillary Clinton. Now, I'm definitely not of that side. I definitely think that if you're in a solid blue state, if you're in California or New York or some state like that, don't vote for Hillary Clinton. I would say, vote third party. That's probably the best use of your vote that you can get. You could abstain too, although I think voting third party would be more helpful to third parties. So I would have recommended that. I definitely wasn't of that side. But then there's the sort of polar opposite, which is Bernie or bust, which is vote. Either don't vote for Hillary Clinton, even if you're in a swing state or whatever, because it's Bernie or bust. I'm not of that ideology either. I don't think that it's good to do either of those. I just think that it is a bad thing to be in a swing state and then either not vote for Hillary or outright. Definitely don't vote for Trump. That's a 100% no. But even not voting for Hillary in a swing state, I think is a bad move because the Supreme Court justices potentially sit for decades upon decades, and most of the times they do. And the Supreme Court has massive power, a shit ton of power. They, have these really close rulings that become obviously landmark cases that set precedent, huge precedent. And so the Supreme Court is extremely, extremely, extremely important. And so just for that reason alone, I would have said that if you're in a swing state, you should vote for Hillary Clinton and obviously there's things that are happening under Donald Trump that wouldn't have happened under a Hillary Clinton presidency, like the attempt to repeal Obamacare. So I'm sort of in the middle on this because I'm not with the vote for Hillary no matter where you're at camp, and I'm also not of the Bernie or bust camp. I'm in the strategic voting, which is if you're in a solid blue state or a solid red state, don't vote for Hillary Clinton. But if you are in a swing state, I think you just have to push through and vote for Hillary Clinton because the Supreme Court nominee is just far too important to actually, not vote for Hillary Clinton because the Supreme Court justices sit on the court and for decades. And if you think about it, if we were to get Medicare for all passed, that's surely going to end up being a conflict in the Supreme Court, just like Obamacare was. So if you don't have progressive Supreme Court justices, and we get Medicare for all passed and it gets shut down at the Supreme Court, well, we're fucked until we can flip the court again, which takes decades. It's one of the slowest processes there is because they sit for life. They have the option of sitting for life, so they end up sitting for decades. But I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below on this. I thought